Earl, give me just a couple inches. A little extra helps a lot. Thank you. Let him out.
He said he was going to talk to him and bring him back up.
Go straight out, folks. Sorry about that, Big B.
Hold it, we want to get the two trucks. Hang on a minute.
Sorry to get in front of you. Everybody crowded in the other end.
I know, I
right down the line.
Part of the game. Can you pick up these and just leave them? Done?
Keep over here, Bill.
You have the radio? You have the radio?
Let's go get separated here. It feels good. Okay, I gotta get my light here.
Hang on a minute.
We initially asked for the trial date of April the 27th because when the baby is to be born, what she tells me, the doctor informed me, first week in April. I think because of certain time waiver problems, probably related to Mr. Manson, the case was ordered set for trial March the 30th. Of course, I don't think we're going to be able to go to trial March the 30th unless the trial's held in the delivery room of the county hospital.
Is your client receiving gynecological examinations regularly?
Yeah, regularly. There's a doctor at the county jail that sees her.
She has no complaints on that score.
No, sir.
Mr. Fleischman, what are the chances of your client making it to court on March 30th?
Of course, Mr. Goldman's had 2 children in his family. I haven't had any, but I doubt very much whether she'll be in this courthouse on that date if the information she gives me is correct.
Well, then isn't this a waste of time, setting the date for March 30th?
That's the date they set. If the girl, unless she has the baby in the next week or so and is able to go to trial on that date, we'll move to continue the case.
I might point out for an analysis of evidence.
Well, there's alleged to be several items of physical evidence in the possession of the district attorney. Under our discovery motion, we will inspect all of those items of physical evidence, and we reserve the right to have independent experts analyze the evidence chemically or otherwise to determine what the characteristics of that evidence is.
Do you have some idea what the evidence is?
Well, of course, we're under an order not to comment on the evidence that exists, so I really can't pinpoint for you just exactly what those items are, but I think that there's a general understanding.
Let me ask you, gentlemen, a question. Inasmuch as Mr. Manson is allowed telephone privileges from the jail and has already given 2 interviews to newspaper people, one by phone and one in person, what effect really does the judge's gag order have in this whole business?
Well, it's my position that the gag order really has had no effect in these proceedings. I think that one can state fairly certainly that the tempo of the publicity, if anything, has increased since the entry of the order of publicity.
Well, would you favor taking that gag order off so your clients, or all the clients, can talk?
Well, I think the effect of the gag order is that it gives us the worst of both possible worlds. There's a considerable amount of publicity that has come out, and we have no way of exposing what we consider to be erroneous statements that exist. I think that they have to make up their mind whether or not we're going to permit free play in statements in the press and have a free-for-all and try this case in the press, or we're going to try it in a court of law. And I think at the moment we're under an extremely difficult situation because we can't really try it exclusively in the courtroom.
Let's say this much. Charles Manson is under indictment for murder in 7 counts and conspiracy, and if he gets life or whatever it is, plus 30 days for contempt of court, he's not really worried about it. They add it on to the end of his sentence. We still are under a court order. We're going to comply with it until, for some reason, we feel it's unfair to our client. And that's something we haven't made a determination about right now. What Mr. Manson does is his business.
Well, the baby needs changing.
Oh, I see. Can you change the baby right here?
Can you get out of the way?
Hey, tell me about this letter Mr. Manson has written to Mr. Younger. Wires. Let me squeeze out here.
Where are we going?
Away from here as soon as we can. I mean, I want to hear. Well, they're not interviewing the kids. Okay, then let's leave.
Any comments that you have? Tell me about the letter that Mr. Manson. Tell me about the letter that Mr. Manson has written to Mr. Younger.
Well, read it.
Are you familiar with it? What
Read
does it
it,
say?
everybody. Take a look at it.
Why did he write it?
Why did you come to court today? Yes, why did you?
Tell us.
Because
Who told you to come to court today? Charles Manson or Mr. Younger?
Oh, yeah. Well, I won't say it.
What about the letter, Squeaky? Why is he writing it?
are you confused by all of this? Don't be. We're just trying to get information.
Don't be confused. Let's get out of here.
I wish you all could see it, and I wish you'd print that.
Well, what does the letter say, and why did he write it?
I will read it.
But why did he write it?
I can't, I can't answer all your why.
Loveliest green eyes.
When you saw Mr. Manson this morning, how did he look to you?
Help!
Did he look good, healthy?
Got it.
Sure, he looks beautiful.
What was your reaction?
He looks however you think he looks.
How did you get here today? Did you come by car? Did you walk?
Would you like to read his letter for us? So we know what is in it?
I think you could
Well,
read
we don't
it.
have a copy of it. Could you read it for everyone so we can hear what Charlie has to say? What did you
I have
just
a
read
copy
it
of
for
it
us?
right here.
Well, we don't have a copy.
What is your reaction now?
Read it for us, would you, dear?
Would you read it? I don't know what they're talking about right now.
We don't know what you're talking about unless you read it.
We don't know what you're talking about.
either, man.
Now that you've submitted the letter, would you like to read it?
You could read it. Why don't you read it?
Would you like to read it for us?
Let's see it.
Now read it for us, if you will. A little louder.
They've been louder so that they could pick it up to, the town and
Both sides.
Okay, Squeaky.
I'm writing to you because I don't think I'm getting a fair trial. I have this belief for no. I have to talk to a lawyer before I do this.
No, this is already in the court evidence. Go ahead.
I have this belief for a number of reasons.
The lawyer said you could read it.
Let's get everybody together.
Yeah.
Talk again, then we can do it again. But let's get everyone together.
Can I have it?
Ira, can she read this letter from Charlie that's already been introduced in the court?
Mr. Hughes has the copy.
Let me get them all together, talk to them, and then you can
You want it?
Got it all?
Very good.
Let's go get separated. You want to follow on down? I think they're going to hold a press conference.
You get to go with the baby.
It's legal. Dear Mr. Younger, I am writing to you because I don't think I'm getting a fair trial. I have this belief for a number of reasons, some of which I will state to you. First of all, I'm an individual, one man, standing alone, defending myself. Contrast this with the facilities you have available to you. Hundreds of attorneys working for you, hundreds of investigators working for you, thousands of Los Angeles Police Department officers, many of whom are working on this case, access to FBI files and help from the FBI, access to sheriff's files and help from the sheriff and his men, help from the Attorney General's office, a large multi-million-dollar budget, offices, equipment, telephones, machines beyond description, instant access to the news media. For an attorney, I have myself. For an investigator, I have myself. I have no police officers working for me. I have no access to any files. I have no equipment. My office is a small cell. I may make 3 telephone calls a day. How many may you? I may not see any witness more than 3 times. Have you seen any witnesses more than the jail? I experience long delays waiting for an escort, and every time I am moved, I am searched. Every inch of my body, my nostrils, ears, and mouth, completely naked for at least 15 minutes. That's so, too. To place a phone call, I must stand in line up to an hour and a half. How long must you stand in line? I am promised one thing by the judge in court in front of the press, and it is later taken away when I am back in my cell. My witnesses and friends are being arrested, followed, and harassed without cause. There have been informants in the cell block I am in. I have no informants in your office. And now, to top it off, on the eve of the trial, I am being kept in solitary confinement without access to even to the Stone Age facility.